Hi, welcome to Scene. Before I had language for self-esteem, I had mirrors, and I had Darlene. I must have been about 7, staring into a mirror that was my cousin. She was so pretty, and without hesitation, I said, "Darlene is so pretty. She looks just like me." I didn't say it to brag. I wasn't trying to be cute or clever. I was simply naming what I saw, and believing it. The confident girl. The confidence felt very natural. I had no idea of conceit. I wasn't boasting, I was stating a fact. One I was sure about. One I believed to be just truth. When I looked at Darlene, I saw beauty. When I looked at myself, I saw the same. There were times when my environment supported that truth. I was told I was cute. That I had good hair. That I smiled pretty. But then again, as I got older, there were more times when that truth was not welcomed. A teasing comment. A glance that said tone it down. A grown-up correction dressed up as humility. Slowly, I learned the rules. Don't shine too bright. Don't speak too boldly. And that childhood certainty? That ease of loving myself without apology? It started to erode, not because I changed, but because the world made it unsafe to stay fully me. The dimmer switch. It didn't happen all at once. The dimming came like a series of small adjustments. A lowered voice here, a downcast eye there. Confidence, when it showed up in me, was met with suspicion. I heard things like, "Don't get too full of yourself. Pretty girls need to be humble." So I began editing myself. Not always in words, but in posture. I shrunk. I tucked in. I disappeared a little. And when I did speak up, sometimes there was silence. That kind of silence that makes you question if you should have said anything at all. The girl who kept it light. The fortunate thing for me? I had a mindset for fun. I believed life was meant to be joyful, so I made everything fun. I was a jokester and a light bringer. And people laughed with me. When they were laughing, they weren't focused on my skin tone or who was prettier. I wasn't the light-skinned girl or the dark-skinned girl. I was the funny girl. And that won me friendships. It gave me room to exist. But looking back, I see that joy was also a kind of armor. It wasn't that I stopped believing I was beautiful. I just learned to hide that belief behind humor. Even in the laughter, there were moments I longed to be seen for all of me. The becoming. Now, as a woman becoming, I'm learning to return to that mirror. Not the physical one, but the inner one. The one where I once looked with boldness and said, "She's beautiful. She looks just like me." I want to thrive from that knowing again. Not to impress, not to prove, but to remember. Becoming means unlearning what dimmed me, reclaiming what the world tried to shrink, and standing again in that original light, this time, unapologetically. This podcast is about becoming. And to truly become, I have to remember where I began. Looking back isn't about getting stuck in the past, it's about tracing the sacred path forward. Because every moment of overcoming eventually warps into becoming. The journey isn't finished. I'm still unfolding, still rising, still returning to parts of myself I once tucked away. And I'm so grateful you're here with me, witnessing, walking, and remembering, too. If this story stirred something in you, subscribe, share it, or just sit with it. I'd love to hear about your mirror moment. When you first saw someone beautiful and realized, "She's so pretty, and so am I." Thank you for listening.